First alert headlines that we have coming up, starting with our day today. Well, we're going to start with temperatures back into the 90s. We're seeing an increase again of the heat and humidity, which we got a little bit of a break from it yesterday. And then our next headline is a storm chance, the one we're talking about for tomorrow. That's going to bring back rain and storms into our forecast. And then finally, as we get into our next work week, we're going to see some more seasonable temperatures finally back into the forecast. Monday, that rain storm chance coming with the cold front. That cold front's really going to take a lot of that very humid air out of Michiana, bringing a good amount of relief, at least for more than one day, coming into the forecast for next week. Speaking of tomorrow, this is our severe risk that we have for Monday, for tomorrow. And notice the green. It's just an isolated chance for severe weather. So I know saying severe weather makes a lot of people concerned. Again, green means isolated. It's the lowest chance that we can be in for that chance for severe weather, which is put out by the Storm Prediction Center. So keep that noted, and we are in it here in Michiana. We're in the green, as well as really all of Indiana and a lot of these lower Great Lakes states. So keep that noted, and we're going to time everything out with Future Track for the possibility of those storms going into tomorrow. For today, a lot of sunshine around, just a few clouds moving through here and there. We'll likely peak into the 90s for our high temperature of the day. Overnight into tomorrow, we do have a rain chance early in the morning hours. Rain chance and maybe an isolated storm as well moving through. But the biggest threat is going to be as we get into those afternoon and evening hours, a combination of a cold front that's going to move through, as well as the heat and the humidity priming the atmosphere like we saw at the end of last week. So some of the prefrontal stuff, so that stuff moving in before the front, the rain, the storms, that'll be around for the afternoon hours, but that front not moving through until we get into mostly those evening hours. You can see it to our northwest at 6 o'clock. Then it moves through as we get into those later evening hours, again bringing a chance for the rain, for the storms, mostly for those afternoon and evening hours of Monday, moving out as we get into early hours of Tuesday morning. So for those afternoon, evening storms, here's what to expect. Mostly scattered storms, the pop-up ones that we were seeing last week, pretty similar to that. The biggest threat mostly going to be those quick, heavy downpours, but also the winds, again, similar to what we saw last week. Could see some of those gusts at and even possibly above 40 miles per hour. Of course, when you get to 60, that's when you see the severe concerns there, those wind gusts at 60. That will bring that severe weather concern. Lightning will be around with any of those storms. Now, getting to Caroline's question about the precipitation that we have in the forecast, again, as we get into our 4th of July, which is on Friday, in our 4th of July weekend, well, we have 20% on Friday, so there is a chance of rain on the 4th of July, as well as a couple chances coming up for that Saturday and for that Sunday as well. So keep that noted, and we're too far out to be certain of anything, but there are rain chances on our 10-day forecast for Friday, for Saturday, and for Sunday. But if the rain stays away, well, the good news would be we'd have some good warm temperatures sticking around. We've got those highs on Friday, on 4th of July, in the upper 80s, a chance to be around 90 degrees, and that'll continue into Saturday and Sunday as well. Of course, in First Alert Weather, we'll continue to update you and to any of those changes that